I'd say this year, or at least the split, it was really enjoyable. Like when we lost, like we all said, like our final thoughts, and it just made me, like over the past week, I've just realized like how much I've enjoyed playing with my team. Like we were all just a bunch of friends, and I don't know, it felt right. I'm kind of sad it's over, but I'm still grateful that I had an opportunity to play with my team.
One word I'd describe the split would be emotional.
Breathtaking.
Hopeful.
I'm gonna cheat and use 2 words here. It would be hard but rewarding. It was really nice to be on a team with such a bunch of hardworking people. Everyone from players, coaches, staff. Like we were all making sure we put in everything.
I felt like every win was like, it always took my breath away. And I felt really happy after every win, and I felt every loss feel hard too.
We had like this big winning streak. It gave us the idea that we could probably win it all.
Like I really believed that we could go to Worlds in Split 2. I really thought that we were gonna make it, especially after we ended that 7-0 week in the regular season. I didn't think there was a team that was better than us. Going into the split, we definitely were the dark horse. I think if you look at everyone's season predictions, like everyone had us at 5th or 4th, then we sort of proved that all wrong. Like we were taking down top teams like Chiefs, Peace, PGG, Direwolves. Like we went on that 7-0 win streak, and then everyone was sort of like having to reconsider like us as one of the top dogs. Going into playoffs, I think our first series was definitely shaky, and had we done that again, I'm very confident that the outcome of the whole playoffs would have looked very different. But that's kind of the bittersweet nature of competing. You don't get to go back and change anything.
Awkward time for Order right now.
If it's an A ramp,
Teleport bot lane.
oh my god, okay, there's 2 people bottom as well. The Elder's going to be traded for an inhibitor,
They're
but
just sending
Zoe's teleporting to the Nexus turrets to help defend it.
Order
Just
is
keep
literally
throwing
just sending it.
chaos.
But you know what? They might not even get the Elder. I wonder what's going to happen up over there. Who got it? It was in the end. It was only he got it. But in the end, we're still looking at Order
Wait,
trying
they've got
to
both
end
turrets.
the game. Puma so low, goes down to an Elder proc, but the Nexus is open. Kevy surely won't have enough damage to get it done here himself and will fall down. Can they finally turn something back on its head? Well, Maximize just gets absolutely obliterated, deleted. But the reinforcements are there. Beats now the focus of fire, gives the reset over to Only, who will now take his man. Puma is the next one to fall. Puma does a lot of damage, but Lamb's Respite comes down. Perfect timing from Only. And in the end, it will be more than enough for Direwolves to dispatch of Order today. Top inhibitor will fall, and then the attention will turn towards the Nexus Towers. Puma.
After losing 3-0 to Direwolves, I think it was an eye-opener that we were really shit. So we worked like extremely hard for like that week upcoming to the Peace game. I wish the results were a lot better, but I think we fixed a lot of our mistakes.
Leading up to the Peace series, we had so much external help, which is why like our games were. I mean, we got 2 games off them, but we couldn't win in the end.
I mean, their draft already just says wombo combo, team fight, let's group up, let's fight, let's see how we fare.
So that might be where he can make the difference. Speaking of, an Ash Arrow connects onto Aladoric. Door comes up, but he will not be able to survive. And in the end, a couple of ultimates invested by Order is perhaps going to prompt them a little bit of a rougher time later on in the fight once the teleport comes down from Cannon. And no answer from Maximize on that Jace. He's more interested in pushing the top lane tower. So ultimately, a 2-for-1 happy, but not matched by Maximize. guys, and the question is going to be, how much of a difference can he make in the fight? A solar flare to attempt to disengage. It's actually going to open the door for Kevy and Chungy to dive in onto the back line, and that is exactly what we've been looking for Order. The wombo combo works out perfectly, and it's going to be more than that. Kevy grabs himself another one. That is what Order has been looking for this entire game, and finally they've got something to get excited about.
Eternal Soul, right?
Oh, that's a big arrow. Is he going to get the chance to Zhonya's here? Appy, it was on cooldown. No, he didn't even have it. Does it blow up and do enough damage? Yes! He gets the kill onto Beats, and now a chance once again.
You can go, just go. Can you aim? You can aim. Just go, sorry.
I have double stopwatch.
Reset, resurrect.
Man.
Chungy tries to put that damage down onto the Nexus. Maximize.
And.
I think they might have it. Chungy.
Flash.
Ordo, he's back
A flash.
with the Guardian Angel. How much more?
Oh, let's fucking go! Holy shit!
Fucking like the set.
Dude, holy fuck.
Okay.
Here as well, and Aladoric will look for the hook. Multiple points of CC, but it doesn't matter. The wombo combo is in there from Order, and it feels like a bit of a sense.
I'm looking Kevy. I'm hitting front to back.
Oh boys.
Let's go!
End mid.
Let's fucking go, dude. Oh my god. I mean, they're gonna blue side. I mean, they're gonna red side next game. But
I'm not gonna get down to Yasuo again, that's for sure.
To 2 as far as the kills are concerned, and a 12,000 gold lead. And not only that, Juice, but now a 2-0 lead in the best of 5 series, where we all, but Skimmy, predicted for a 3-0 or a 3-1 in the favor of Peace. The game's not over yet, but it's going to require a reverse sweep from Peace to come back into the swing of things.
It was exciting, like we thought we'd just 3-0 them.
Once they took the Ana away, we didn't really have a good answer. And I think that's where the series kind of slipped out of our hands.
Like, I don't know, this was the same feeling as last year. Or like, how I viewed the game as if I get Yasuo, then the game's just over. Like, I do think about, like, what if I picked it one more time in the other 3 games? But it is what it is.
After the first 2 games, it felt like we could win everything. Emotions were, I think, really high. I think because we're really new and we're all rookies, our emotions took the better of us. So when we started losing, it felt really down. We couldn't really control our emotions really well.
Like, we did have the potential, but I don't think like, all of us knew that we could win. It was really hard to win it all.
And I wouldn't mind seeing Peace contest this, to be honest, but they just might be a little bit too late.
Order, well, Kevy gets in there and smites it away. A little bit too easy sometimes on the Lee Sin. They've kicked Aladoric back into, well, nowhere, essentially. He's done so. Puma free hitting at the start of the fight, but once things start to turn back in the favor of Peace, he goes down very quickly indeed. And was it worth it for Order? I think it's a resounding no. 4 for 1, despite the fact that they get the dragon. I mean, it's a small silver lining. Puma still kiting, but eventually falls over. And like I said, no matter what Puma does, he just doesn't have enough damage at this point in the game. And I think we all know where this one is going. It was a 2-0 lead for Order, but Juves, we talked about the reverse sweep. Well, Juves, 17 seconds left for Puma. The creep wave is there with Peace. Appy is going to tank the Nexus Tower, and I think...
Losing to Chiefs during split 1 felt like it was already doomed. Like, I had no control over it. But this loss... I think this loss hurt me the most. I never really felt like this before. Like, after losing. To be honest, I actually cried a lot after we lost. And all the coaches was like giving us an inspirational speech. And yeah. But I'm really happy that I got to share this experience with everyone.
We are like extremely inexperienced, and this might come as like an excuse or whatever, but it's just reality. Like we thought we won, we let it get to our heads, and we sort of dropped the ball. I think next time I'm in that position, there's no way it's gonna happen again. Hopefully, not a jinx.
It always hurts to come so close to, you know, 3-0ing such a good team, the team that eventually went to Worlds, and there's always going to be that thing playing in your mind of could we, if we beat Peace, would we have gone to Worlds? But yeah, with what we accomplished, I'm very proud of how far we came. Especially with how we played in the Peace series, it really signaled to me that winning the region is definitely a really strong possibility. Despite the fact that we lost that series, I'm very proud that we were the only team that's able to take games off Peace. And like, to be honest, I think if we were more experienced players, we had a couple more best of 5s under our belt and knew how to bounce back from, you know, losing game 3s, losing game 4s, and all that sort of stuff. I think the outcome could have been really different. That being said, we don't get the luxury of being able to go back and see if that would be the case. All we can do now is focus on the future and making sure that the next best of 5 that I play in, there's not going to be a reverse sweep.
I do think if we stayed together as a team, that would make it like really far next year. I don't know if that will happen.
To come in and in the regular season be in such good form and finish in second place, like 1 game from first, I think it's something not a lot of people were expecting of us. But to be able to show that you know, we can all achieve that and the ceiling for us is so high, it really reaffirmed my passion for this and like my passion to compete and to win.
I wish we had a little bit longer time, because I think we had like maybe a couple more months. I think we could definitely win it all.
The split, it has inspired me to keep going. I do think eventually, if I keep playing and keep working hard, that I will win eventually. You know, last year I was on a bottom 2 team. This year, you know, we did have a real chance.
Everyone's personality was really amazing. Like, I didn't realize I would click so well with everyone. This is probably one of the best teams I had out of all the teams I've been on.
We didn't get the outcome that we would have hoped for, but there's no other bunch of players and there's no other org that I'd have rather play for in my first year. Like, at the end of the day, we were a team, and I think we definitely got past being 5 individuals, and we got to the point where we were playing as a team, and we were treating every single scrim, every single review as a team. And to be in an environment like that, like especially as a rookie, it does so much for your growth, not just like as a player, but like as a person, as a teammate. Yeah, I wouldn't give that up for anything.
I think it was all worth it in the end. Like, I do enjoy every bit of it. It's just, I mean, I don't know how everyone else took it, but like, it is, you know, experience. Like, we're all rookies. Well, like, we're essentially rookies. I think this year, like, is a year that we build on, or that we do build on to, you know, for the next years.
My first year in the professional circuit was definitely a fulfilling one. It was definitely one about growth and learning. And next year is the year where I'm going to win.
I do plan to play again next year. I guess hopefully for Order. Do really want to win the split with that team.
That was next year.